Horoscope for Gemini, Friday, 3 April 2026. Welcome to CosmologicaLab. You feel that lightness in the air, Gemini, as if the fresh morning wind had come through your window and turned the pages of a book you didn't know you needed to read. Today, the universe smiles at you with fluid energy, almost like a high tide that pushes your decisions in the right direction. That creative spark that floats in the cosmos manifests in you as an electrical energy in your hands, ready to act, to communicate, to transform ideas into projects. Although there is subtle tension on the horizon, it is more like an intriguing challenge than an obstacle. The Sun squared with Jupiter invites you to balance ambitions with realism. But don't be afraid. Mercury's force in trine with Jupiter and the Sun in sextile with Pluto are your allies, weaving a day where words have power, decisions are clear, and opportunities are at your fingertips. Taking this energy to the physical ground, your body, under the influence of your own sign in the one house, vibrates with the essence of Gemini: light, agile, curious. It's like every step you take is a breath of fresh air, every gesture a quest for movement. You feel in your fingertips the urge to try something new, to explore, to adapt yourself gracefully to any change. This is a morning to stretch your arms, or maybe to walk under the sun breathing deeply, letting your body align with the energy of curiosity and versatility that today flows around you. Today, Gemini, professional energy is dyed with an intriguing color. The Sun and Mars in House 10, together with Jupiter in House 2, form an alliance between ambition and expansion. It's like you have a headlight on in the office, pointing out that the decisions you make today have the potential to be transcendent. Mercurio, active in your 10 home, urges you to communicate clearly, to close agreements, to let your voice be heard at key meetings. Here, the transit of Jupiter into House 2 adds a touch of financial optimism. Perhaps a project that you thought stagnated takes flight, or a creative idea that you finally presented becomes a flow of income. But look out for Capricorn in House 8. This practical and structured sign suggests that there is a shared area that requires your attention. It could be a collaboration with colleagues, a team project, or even a debt or shared responsibility that you need to carefully review. Capricorn reminds you that expansion must be accompanied by discipline. If you are negotiating a contract, make sure of the terms. If you are managing a shared fund, check the numbers carefully. You can give this situation. You are on your desktop, the computer screen blinks with an important email. He's a potential client, or maybe a boss asking for an urgent presentation. With Mercury in trine to Jupiter, your words are persuasive, your language clear. You write quickly but accurately. Every sentence seems to fit, every argument gaining ground. When you click to send, you feel a knot of nerves in your stomach, but also a spark of confidence. You have done enough. And indeed, at the end of the day, you get a message that confirms, this is exactly what we needed. In the field of health, Gemini at home 1 and Scorpio at home 6 ask you for a balance between action and introspection. Your body, light and curious, longs for movement. A quick walk, a loose dance in the kitchen, or perhaps even a yoga class that keeps you connected to your breathing. But Scorpio in House 6 introduces a deeper energy, as if your daily routine needed a touch of transformation. It's time to review your habits with a more attentive look. You have to let go. What you can replace with something more aligned with your goals. Today, as you prepare your breakfast, you realize you've been skipping meals for fear of not having time. But with the energy of Scorpio, you feel a call to cook something simple but nutritious, maybe a fruit shake or a dish with proteins that gives you strength for the day. It is an act of self-knowledge and care. In the end, as you sit at the table, you feel a relief in your stomach, a calm that reminds you that you do not need to run to advance. Today, Gemini, the universe asks you to balance your heart and mind. The Sun, Moon, and Saturn at home 11 suggest that group emotions, friendships, and social commitments are at the center of your attention. It's like you have a magnet that attracts deep conversations, shared decisions, or even a group of friends who come together to talk about something they're passionate about. The moon in House 5 adds a touch of emotional creativity, perhaps an artistic idea that arises at the least expected moment, or a letter that you write with your heart. It is a day to let your spontaneity flow, to allow emotions to express themselves through creativity. But Saturn in the 11th house reminds you that, behind the emotion, there are responsibilities. An outstanding engagement, an event you have promised, or perhaps a collective goal you need to review. You can give this situation. You get a message from a friend you haven't talked to for a long time. He opens it with a light phrase like a meme, but soon the conversation deepens. They talk about their dreams, their fears, how they are living the moment. You feel a knot in your throat, a mixture of connection and nostalgia. It is a reminder that relationships, though distant, remain a haven. In this terrain, Gemini, the mind is a river in motion. The sun in the 11th house and the moon in the 5th house invite you to explore new ideas, to let intuition and logic intertwine. Although there is no Venus in this section, its influence is there, like a whisper that guides you to ideas that make you feel aligned. Pluto in House 9 suggests that today there is a long-term transformation issue. It could be a journey that reschedules your perspectives, or a reading that opens new doors for you. The combination of Neptune and Uranus in the 12th house adds an energy of revelation. During a meditation, a pause in the shower, or even a bike ride, you may feel an epiphany. You are browsing a book on philosophy, and suddenly, a phrase is nailed into your mind. Freedom is not the absence of limits, but the ability to choose within them. You feel a chill in the spine, like something inside of you is reorganizing. It is that moment where knowledge not only accumulates, but becomes part of you. If today you feel you need to do a ritual, I propose an alchemy of tension and transformation. Write on a paper what irritates you, visualizes a white light dissolving it, and breaks the paper into small pieces. Throw them in the trash and wash your hands with soap and water, imagining that you get rid of any residue of that irritation. This ritual, inspired by the squaring of the sun with Jupiter, helps you to transmute frustration into clarity. For today, I propose the yellow color. The sun, with its expansive and luminous energy, makes it the perfect color to balance your mind and spirit. If you have something of this color nearby, use it as a reminder that words have power, and that every action you take today is aligned with your purpose. It can be a detail on your shirt, a glass of water with a yellow touch, or even the wallpaper of your mobile phone. The important thing is the intention, not the object. Have a nice day, dear Gemini. Subscribe to CosmologicaLab so you don't miss the next video. Give it a like if it resonated with you, and let us know in the comments what you thought. See you in the next video.